Lance Armstrong declares enough is enough and decides not to contest doping conspiracy charges. He loses his 7 Tour de France titles. The question is, does he lose his legacy? We're joined by Albergotti. You've been reporting on this for the Wall Street Journal for several years, breaking news on it with your colleagues. Let me ask you this. There are those who say that by not contesting these charges from back in June, that Lance has simply done himself the biggest favor in the public opinion polls that he could have. What's your thought?
Well, there's something to be said for that. The anti-doping agency that had accused him and brought these doping charges against him said that they would put 10 witnesses up there in an arbitration hearing to testify against Lance Armstrong. So say what you will about those allegations from at least 10 former teammates and other team staff members, it's a lot of mud that he avoids being slung at him in an arbitration hearing.
Now, in terms of his legacy, do you think this will, in the history books, people will go down viewing Lance as less of an athlete than they did prior to this?
Well, look, I mean, as of now, pending any sort of appeals or fights, he isn't a Tour de France winner. He's lost all of his titles. I think that means a lot to people. There have been many allegations against Lance Armstrong over the years, some of them credible, some of them less than credible, but he's never been officially sanctioned.
Are more people breaking out for Lance or against Lance?
I think that it's clear that he still has a lot of people who are very loyal to him, who respect him for his advocacy on the cancer front, he still overcame cancer, came back and won these Tours de France. People respect him for that. Some of those people say, I don't believe it, I don't believe that he doped. Some of them say, okay, fine, he doped, but I still follow the guy, I still respect the guy.
Live Strong, that's his cancer foundation. What's the thought with the people that you talk to about whether Live Strong will take a hit from this?
I mean, I think Live Strong has made efforts over the years to really go out and become their own organization beyond just Lance Armstrong. It has sort of envisioned that one day it might want to separate from Armstrong. We'll see if that's possible.
What's the next step in this story news-wise? What should we be looking for?
I think that right now you should look at the politics of international sports. There's a lot of different players here beyond just the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency. There's also the International Cycling Union, they call it the UCI, based in Switzerland. They could appeal the decision by USADA, and that would be fought in a court of arbitration for sports. You'd have the World Anti-Doping Agency that oversees drug testing in all of sports, potentially taking one side or the other. You also have the owners and organizers of the Tour de France, the ASO, and they actually have to strip him of his titles too, and it's unclear exactly when or how that would happen.
So we know Lance Armstrong is not out of the news cycle, at least not now.
Definitely not.
All right, Albergotti, we'll keep coming to you for that. Thanks so much.
Thank you.